Just leave the music to us.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the next episode of the Player Matchup Podcast. Before we get into this episode, just want to let you guys know I had some computer troubles. Last week's episode wasn't able to go out when it was supposed to. It was recorded. It will get edited, and it still will get put out. It's probably going to go out after this one. It's a great episode. We touched on what was going on in America, and that won't be put out. But back to this episode, we got the same panel. We got a special guest. So first we got Howie.
What's poppin'? You know what I'm saying?
DTV.
Yo.
Kasson.
Yeah, it was good. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
And we got a rest in peace, George Floyd. And we got a special, extremely special guest today. We got Snuggy X, also known as Quajo.
Turismo 4.
Yes.
Yes. I have been trying to get on this podcast a while. Thank you guys for having me. It's been a while.
He's also a trader, but we're not going to talk about that.
Hold on. Hey, stop trying.
I heard he likes the Xbox.
Ooh.
No.
And little boys.
He's a trader.
Oh,
Wow. That's defamation. That's defamation of name.
That's
Right there.
defamation of his brand.
Blasphemy.
I didn't go that far.
That's just blasphemy. Right there. Anyways, I'm glad to be here, y'all. Thank you for allowing me to get on.
And we're glad to finally have you on the podcast. For you guys who don't know, Quajo was supposed to be here a couple times, but
This is true.
we're not going to talk about that. What we will talk about today is this PS5 reveal event. This literally just happened. Time of recording is 7:02. It started at 4 o'clock Eastern time today, ended at around 5. So we fresh out of it, baby. And,
Fresh.
I want to go ahead and ask,
Fresh and clean with
since
it.
Quajo is our guest, I want to ask you, how did you feel about the event, Quajo?
PlayStation 5 event, where to start? I came into it extremely hyped. Like when I jumped into Discord, I was just so hyped because I feel like we've been in a drought for gaming news and things of that nature, and just watching from outside the club when you see Xbox all there going on their field days and stuff, and showing their system and all their games and just like that and their backwards compatibility. I was waiting for Sony to show us something to get excited about. And on top of that, it got delayed from last week because the events that were going on. So I was just so hyped.
Yeah, like what was the game you wanted to see the most?
The most was Gran Turismo 7, definitely. That was the game I wanted to see
Only
the most
one.
because we went a whole generation. PS4 did not get a main Gran Turismo title.
I know, yo, it was great.
Man, it wasn't great for me, bro. They had us with GT Sport, and for the majority of the time, you still had to pay $60 for it. It only
Didn't you have
towards
a-
the last year went down to like 40,
You got,
and
you
then
got
on
the crew.
sale you can get it for less.
What-
Oh
what
yeah,
about
the crew, man, the crew is mid. The crew is real mid. They even made a second one. I don't rock with it, man. I can't get down with Ubisoft games, man. Ubisoft makes a lot of mid. Not all the time, but
What you talking about? You weren't you making the process of making being big on the crew?
Oh, weren't you trying to get
I don't know,
noticed?
but- Nah,
Yeah.
that was a
That's
group
an
of
Easter egg
folks
for the chat.
that were trying to do things like that were trying to get noticed. I don't know what they were on. Okay,
They're trying to be
noticed.
hot.
That was something else.
They wanted
But,
you.
Yeah. I mean, but what about y'all? What did y'all were excited to see at the conference?
Man, I didn't really care at first. I just wanted to see the PS5, but then once I realized we're gonna see a bunch of bullshit before we actually get to the console. Like, my
Oh,
expectations.
you know you wanted that. You wanted that Resident Evil. You know that.
Yeah, he wanted
I
one
want- yeah,
fucking
but-
game.
The same thing.
One game.
I know
was
it's
out
coming.
of mind
We know
until
it's
I saw
coming.
it, and then I remembered, and then I was like, "Yo, this is Resident Evil." And y'all motherfuckers were like, "This not Resident Evil, bro. This ain't like Resident Evil. This is like the engine, RE engine to y'all." And I was mono.
Ah,
That's
that's a
the
direct quote.
question I asked.
That's a
I said,
direct
does
quote.
this look like the RE engine?
That's a
I said
direct quote.
yes. And then what do you know? Resident Evil Village, bitch.
Yes, I saw the
I
box.
said I hope
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
Howie was
lie.
right.
There was a box I saw, and the box I saw did not look like the boxes in the RE engine.
Yeah, but it's
Right.
next gen.
As soon as I saw
Fine.
somebody's face, I was like, okay, this looks like the RE engine.
I said I hope it wasn't gonna be Resident Evil just
Oh my
because.
god, yeah. And Demon Souls was cool. Was dope. That was like the only
yeah, that
Souls
was
game
cool.
I give a fuck about. Demon Souls, that's just gonna be lit.
I never played it. I want to check this
Hitman
new one
3.
out
I
though.
want to try it.
Hitman 3 was also cool to see that there. I liked Hitman 1
Hey
and
man,
2.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Shit.
bald motherfucker back
He's
at
got-
it
he's
again.
got
Go
Oh, yeah.
ball head.
Fucking what else? Miles Morales, yo, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Dude, that looked great.
That looked so fucking. I'm
Stunning visuals.
out of everything they showed. To be honest, that's probably what I'm the most excited for is to play that Spider-Man game.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish I could say that. We saw Chris Redfield at the end of Resident Evil 8, so
Oh, you saw that old mobster?
yeah.
Did you say DTV? He
Fire
looked like
Chris
he.
Redfield.
Yeah, he looked like he running a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Right after he worked, yeah, he's on his way to go fucking turn on the lights right
He
now.
does look aged.
Well,
Like
like
that-
the other skins.
That Miles game, I'm excited for that. That looks cool. That
Yeah.
look. If that came out on PS4, that would have been $40, like a standalone DLC. That looks like a Uncharted Lost Legacy type thing.
yeah, I
Kinda
was.
Other-
Gonna,
That's what I'm
Style
saying.
thing.
That's what it looks like to me.
I wanted to ask you guys that. Like, I saw that too. The Spider-Man Miles Morales. It kind of there's new animations, but it did kind of look standalone-ish. It didn't really look like a full-blown game.
Yeah.
That's what
like,
I was asking. Like, that's what I was asking earlier before we started the podcast. Like, does that look like a Spider-Man 2, or does that just look like they're?
Nah, I don't
No.
think it's a Spider-Man 2. I think it's kind of like an expansion
Spider-Man
type thing.
Because didn't they say that Spider-Man 2 was gonna have actually like the black suit and stuff? Like they actually
Yeah.
said that.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Exactly.
They
Venom
did,
suit?
and at the end of Spider-Man PS4, they tease it.
Yeah.
For the symbiote.
But
Yeah,
maybe-
symbiote?
Harry is like
Symbiote.
in some weird tube with the symbiote.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like, cause in the Miles's original storyline in the Ultimate Universe, he becomes Spider-Man after his Peter Parker dies. So if they go with the same thing here, maybe the black suit is like the reason he dies, or maybe Peter Parker turns evil because of the black suit, and Miles has to take him down.
Who makes the games?
Insomniac.
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 And I don't think it's
I think
I
they're
think
gonna
it's what
die.
we're saying, like a Lost Legacy type deal, because they're releasing Ratchet and Clank as well as Spider-Man Miles. That's a
That's
lot to
Ratchet
do, and it's a big studio, but they don't have that many teams going on. And they
Nah,
just
first
released
party, though,
Spider-Man.
so.
I think. I don't think they're gonna kill. The current Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's not even a year old, is it?
No, but
2018.
I don't think they have. I don't think like they have a history for like it's kind of gruesome. I don't think they would do that.
what,
They
Insomniac?
did. Yeah.
You know they made the Resistance games.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're above killing people, like
No.
killing a main character. And
I don't-
Spider-Man, it kind of sucks, but Peter Parker is kind of old. I mean, he's in his 20s, and
That ain't old.
that's old. Wait, that's old for Spider-Man, for Peter Parker.
No, it's
we don't,
not.
We don't. Yes,
What?
we don't normally
He's like
see
20?
Peter Parker in his 20s.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Ooh,
Yeah, we do.
No,
the
we
most
don't.
is like 2024.
He does not go past. Yeah, but he doesn't. He never goes
Yeah,
past
we
that.
do.
And
Yeah,
the
he
times,
does.
The times we see him
You
go
do.
past that, is like
2099 is
very
like
rare.
30.
2099 is not
Maguire was
Peter
like
Parker.
30.
I don't know nothing about these comics, so
I'm
I'm
talking
Tobey
about-
Maguire
I'm
was
talking
old
about-
as hell.
I'm talking about the character
You're
Spider-Man.
talking about the character, not
Yeah.
like the
we
person.
never
who
we
plays him.
never
Mhm.
normally
And you know,
see
yeah, and-
Peter Parker go past like the age of 25.
Yeah.
No,
I'm pretty sure
we
we
don't.
How old is he in the comics right now?
He died.
They don't-
I
they
told you,
don't
in
age.
Ultimate Comics he died.
No, that's not in the
then-
the
and that
comics
one-
right now are not Ultimate.
I don't think the
Okay,
ultimate.
but in the
ultimate
normal
canon?
comics, to
He
be
is,
honest
but
with you,
most
most
of
of
the
the
time
time we see Peter, he is not like past the age of 25. He's always very young. I don't think we've ever seen a super old Spider-Man, and the only time we have was him in that motorcycle jacket when he's like super old, and that nigga's just killing people.
Right now in the 616 Marvel Universe, which is the main line, he's 28.
Oh,
Suck my
shit.
dick from
Well,
the
There you
back.
go.
That's the oldest in the canon that
That's
we've
one
seen.
thing.
But it's not
That
very
was his fourth album.
But okay, but like I was saying, that doesn't refute my point. Most of the time, he's not above that age.
No, Mondo, the only time you're thinking of where he died was in the Ultimate.
No, but I'm
He
saying
usually doesn't die.
Yeah, but most of the time we see him, he is not above the age of 25.
How old was he in the fucking Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s?
He wasn't.
I think he was like 18. He was in high school.
He was in.
No, he
He was
wasn't.
like in.
Yeah,
That
he
shit started off. He was in
finished-
college.
He's in college.
The Disney one.
No, not the Disney one, but that's what I'm
90s.
saying.
I
Like
need to
most of the
go
time
on
you
comic
see him in
story.
the 90s, he's like 20 something. He's like 20 something years old, maybe 23 years old. He's in college. He's a fresh. It's a freshman
True.
in college.
Yeah.
No,
So
even
he's
then,
he's not.
he still
above
grows.
25. Yeah, but he doesn't make it. Or if he does
I-
make
I-
it,
We don't see
That show
like
only like
30-year-old.
seasons.
Mondo, I know what you're trying to say, but I think that's dumb reasoning.
We don't see
why
like
they kill him.
30-year-old, 40-year-old Spider-Man. Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, for Spider-Man 25 or even Spider-Man in his 20s is an older Spider-Man. No matter which version of Spider-Man you're looking at, like 20 anything Spider-Man is pretty old. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
like
most
saying.
of the time I
It's
see
like a 35-year-old man
Spider-Man
swinging around
like
Queens
high
trying to
school
save
and shit.
people. That don't sit right with you do it.
Yeah.
A 30-year-old man swinging around Queens trying to save people in a spider suit.
Oh my back!
yeah,
Like-
get back pain and shit.
So that's what I'm saying. If they do choose to kill him off, I would see it because he's kind of old. If they don't and they're just like, yeah, I'm hanging it up. I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore. I can see that too.
You want to pass the
No.
mantle?
I-
You see, I kind of see this as like an in between, like just something
Yeah.
to hold these over for the next one. So I really don't see them killing off the main. I feel like just like, hey, until we get Spider-Man 2 out, enjoy this in between game, kind of offshoot here. The regular Peter Parker is not gonna be too involved. We're gonna be focused on Miles, and then we move on to Spider-Man 2, bring them both in there or something. That's the route I see
Yeah.
it going. And I don't
I
read
fe-
comics and stuff like that.
I
so.
feel like they've talked about that too, how they want the next Spider-Man game to have both characters in it as heavy characters.
That makes
I
sense.
didn't
And-
know
But
that,
this one
that
is
sounds
called
cool.
Miles Morales. This one is actually
Exactly.
called
So
that.
I don't think this
Right.
is the next
And-
Spider-Man game. I think
and-
it's another one, but not the next. If you know what I
And
mean.
Right.
he looks older. He doesn't look like
I
he's young.
evidently agree with
Yeah, he
you.
does look older, but
Right.
he doesn't look.
Yeah.
he
Fresh
doesn't look much-
lineup, very
doesn't look
fresh
much-
lineup. If y'all look at it.
Yes,
Yo,
clean.
it improved. It
Clean
improved.
Very clean lineup.
Shout out to that.
Thank you to the black employees working at Insomniac for letting everybody else know how he's supposed to look.
We don't need no more Power Rangers niggas in here. We need to get that narrative is
Power-
ruining
wait,
the
what?
brand. I'll get a picture. You can put it in the stream.
Yeah, I can learn what the fuck you're talking about. But no, I'm really happy that it looks like it's gonna be set during Christmas time because we
Yeah,
see a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
can see
snow.
the snow
It's
on some of the
snowing.
roofs and stuff.
I'm really we don't see any fucking games set in Christmas time with winter shit going on and everything.
Yeah, last one I can think about was Arkham Origins.
Yeah, but that was it, and that didn't really feel like Christmas.
It took place on Christmas Eve, I believe.
So that shit. I don't know. I just like the idea.
All right.
And you don't usually see somebody swing around in a tight ass suit in winter. Like, is that?
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna see the steam coming from them cheeks when he swings, yo.
I think it's spicy. Ain't it like E-Tech or some shit? I'm pretty sure I got some heat tech in there.
It's Pete Tech, nigga.
I'm pretty sure I got some tech in there that like it's chilling from the elements and shit.
Right.
I want to know if Peter Parker is here, right? I want so bad for him to just like be sitting there watching Miles fight and he'd be like, "Yeah, you be alright. You got this."
Yeah.
one."
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
you-
this.
oh,
one.
you like
It's a
critique
learning
him?
experience.
Yo, you
You
okay?
don't need me.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He ain't hit you that hard. Come on, get up.
Oh, you like critique him a little bit?
Take that shit on the chin, boy.
Yo, I've taken. Yo, I've been hit with 3 times the times of grenades you got hit with, man. Get the fuck
That's
out.
nothing compared to Rhino. Rhino in my time,
Sipping that McDonald's Sprite.
electrifying drink.
Mm.
That's regular spray. Yeah,
You don't understand.
I don't.
What about you, Kasson? What intrigued you the
Set it.
most out of this?
I would say probably Ratchet and Clank because I'm a Ratchet and Clank guy. It's my favorite game. One of my favorite games. But like Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man. There's that other game where that lady, that old lady, she was like stuck in a loop of dying. She's trying to get out, trying to fight them people. I forgot that game, the name.
She
What?
was stuck in a loop, dying, an old lady.
Not stuck in the
That
loop, but
loop?
she continued. No, not that one. That looks cool too. But I was more excited for Ratchet and Clank. But that one game, I'm gonna see if I can get a name. But she's like dying and shit, and she has to get out. Returnal.
This is like,
Oh, Returnal. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember now.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That looks cool. Yeah, Godfall. That shit looks fucking dope. I want to
Yes.
get that game. I
I'm
want
not
to play
gonna
that
lie,
shit.
cause son,
Godfall.
when I saw it, I knew that you would like it because it looked a lot like Paragon. I don't know if it's a MOBA. I don't think it's a MOBA. But it reminded
I
me a
don't
lot
feel
of
like it's gonna be a
Paragon.
MOBA. I feel like it's gonna be one of those free farm, like those free roam farm games.
Yeah, you just run around.
It looks like it's one of those.
like a
That shit looks
looter.
fucking.
Like a looter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit looks nice, bro.
That shit look. I could feel. when they showed it, DT. I wish he was there when we was listening. I could feel the smile forming Kassan's face when he saw the game. He was like, "Yo, this shit look nice."
This shit look nice, bro.
Yeah,
Not-
in
who
the
makes
game,
this?
bruh.
That's what's it called?
Gearbox.
Gearbox.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
and yeah, this looks. So it's a Destiny type game, but all melee.
That's what it looks like.
it looks
It
Yeah,
looks dope, bro.
that's cool. I like that. That's different. It's not just another
Yeah.
pew pew. Let me shoot you.
The
looter
art
shooter,
style-
as they're called.
Yeah, but that's why I was gonna say looter shooter, but they ain't no shooting, so it was a looter. That's it.
Looter.
Looter swinger.
Looter mall. Looter
You're here
fucking brawler.
swinging on people.
What about well, DTV? You didn't get to watch the event live, but from what you saw, and all the trailers and just was there anything that like besides Spider-Man? Because I feel like that was what got you. But is there anything other than that?
Ratchet and Clank. That shit. I'm so happy we're getting another one.
Yo, and then they bring in a new what is it called? A Lombax? His race?
Yeah, another linebacks. Yeah. I was
They
surprised
bring
when I
in a
saw
new
that. I was
one.
like, I thought that was only
Another,
supposed to be one
another
linebacker.
wide receiver, yo.
Another.
But yeah, I thought because I don't think the last Ratchet and Clank game sold all that well because I know a lot of people looked at it. Oh, it's $40, so it's not like a full game,
Really?
and it was a remake, kind of.
Mm.
But
Came out
that game
free
was
on
fucking
PS
good.
Plus.
It was that game was a good game. I love that game.
That game's great.
I'm surprised that you guys. I didn't know DTV, Quajo, and Kassan were so interested in the Ratchet and Clank games like that.
Bro, I love them.
Y'all niggas
See,
actually
like-
know like the lore.
That's the only shit I played
See,
on
with
like
Ratchet and
PS3.
Clank, like I haven't played a Ratchet and Clank game in a minute, but Ratchet and Clank was really a part of like my PS2 days, like
Yeah.
a lot.
Going
And
Commando.
PS
Boy.
yeah, Deadlocked
Gun,
and
flipping.
all those games
Deadlock
like that,
was good.
Cracking Time. What else? There was so many Ratchet and Clank games, and
There were a
one thing I
lot.
liked about them showing this is it kind of reminded me of like the nostalgia when like they show like the PS3 and like Cracking Time, and now they're showing the PS5,
Yeah.
and you seeing what's it called? I forgot Ratchet and Clank.
Or Rift through Gucci or something like
Rift.
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just cool. Like it kind of brought a little bit of
Rift
nostalgia
apart.
there. Rift apart,
through
yeah.
Gucci, so-
And also the fidelity of it was just great. Honestly, it looked visually stunning, epic, all that, man. I was like, man, it
Phenomenal.
looked good. You know?
I only thing I didn't like about it was I don't know, it seems like they're gonna change it up so it's not that bad, but I never cared for it when Ratchet and Clank weren't together because I always liked their kind of dynamic
Yeah.
together.
I
They always
But-
gonna get back together too.
Yeah, but now it feels like they're gonna kind of. It's not just gonna be, oh, you're playing as Ratchet by himself or Clank by himself now. Like it seems like they're both gonna get different
yeah.
versions of the characters.
Yeah.
So Clank is gonna have a different Ratchet,
Like
and Ratchet's
like
gonna have a different Clank.
in a Cracking Time, there was that point where Ratchet had to leave. No, Ratchet Clank. He left to go like be with them time people,
Yeah.
people with the big ass heads. He had to go be the leader or some shit. I was kind of disappointed because I was like, wow, this might be the end of the series. But then
Sony saw that money.
Yeah,
And
it was
they
like,
saw
hey
that
man,
stuff, and you got
back
what,
together.
all those games. You got remember that All for One game, that co-op
That-
game and stuff like
That
that.
I never played. That didn't look
that was
good.
free on PS Plus. That's how I played that.
Did you guys ever play that
PS3.
crossover game where it was like Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter, and somebody
All
else?
Stars, PlayStation All
played a little
Stars.
bit of
It
it.
wasn't PlayStation
Not
All Stars. It
played
was
that.
something
Yeah.
else. It was a PlayStation
I don't-
Move game.
I don't know. Is
I
that
think
the
it's
one that
called
used?
I played
Heroes?
that game.
I played a little bit of it.
Was that PlayStation Heroes or something like that?
I think so. I thought it was really cool. I always love those crossover type games, and I wish Sony would do more of that with their characters.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that shit was cool. I remember that. I know what game you're talking about. I came out there in the PS3 days.
Yeah. It just,
Yo, when they were going through the different rifts and everything like that, then they went through that one rift where it was like a city, and then they said, "Oh, what is this place?" Yo, I got so excited because I'm like, "Is that fucking Jack 3?"
oh,
I was legit like, "Yo, is that Jack?" Then they went back to it, and I'm like, "No, it's not," because they're not gonna fucking. I thought it was just like a little joke kind of thing, Easter egg thing. But boy,
They might bring it back. You never know.
there was rumors that what's it called? Blue Point, the people remaking Demon Souls, were working on 2 projects, and one of them was Jack and Dexter trilogy remaster, like remake. That
I think that would be cool. I like how Sony does that. They have, instead of having Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch keep pumping out the same, they can move on to different things.
Yeah.
Keep the stuff fresh. And so, you know, like with Sucker Punch, they had Cesaro who came in and did like the Sly Coopers, and I think Media Molecule, they are on Dreams, and they had that one Sumo Digital come in and make like Little Big Planet and like Card and all that stuff, and then with whatever Blue Point is doing, like this Demon Souls, right? Who was doing Demon Souls before? Like
I don't think I don't believe Sony owns Blue Point, but Blue Point, I think they just have a good relationship because Blue Point, I think they only do remakes, but they've done a lot of Sony remakes.
They do a good job. Hey, they keep doing well and selling. They probably might get picked up. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think that would be cool to see though, with Jack and Dak on top of all that, man.
with
We
companies,
need more of those games.
with companies like Blue Point, do you think like they have a desire to make their own game instead of just making remasters?
Honestly, I think at a certain point, with getting more recognition, they will. I don't think they can be pigeonholed into doing it forever, and I wouldn't be surprised if they'd want to move. And I wouldn't blame them either.
Yeah, because I feel like as a developer, you want to create. I feel like that's the whole point of becoming a developer, so you can
Exactly.
express creation. And if you just stuck doing remasters or remakes, it's cool. I'm pretty sure it's cool to work on franchises you probably love, but I would want to make something of my own.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Blue Point would be a cool studio to work at just because you can work on fucking, like, you're working on new shit, like you're creating all new shit, but it's for something already there. So
Yeah.
I think it's good. I don't know. I'm not explaining.
Definitely know they got the skill to do it. You definitely know they got it.
I think it'd be hilarious.
So that's
though.
not even in question.
And they're like, all right, here's this money to make your own game. And they're like, how the fuck do we do that?
Yeah.
Like, our own game.
That'd be funny.
What you mean?
Where the assets at, man? We need something to
You
look at
tripping.
first.
Man, am I supposed to work? Give me some work.
What system is going on?
Oh man.
Let's make Halo.
God damn it, we'll just do it again.
Oh, what'd you guys think of Horizon? You guys getting that or thinking of it? Or?
Shit. Like,
It looks cool. I like that they brought real
I
animals.
didn't care about the first one. I
Okay,
kind of don't
I
care
didn't
about
either.
this one.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I
cool
didn't play
that
the first
the
one.
Horizon fans are getting this shit, but at the end of the day,
The colors.
I don't care.
It looks cool.
Stunning.
They brought real animals in instead of
Yeah.
the mech bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't real animals in the first, or not that I can think of.
I've never seen it. Even in the reveal trailer, I haven't seen them. I only saw
Yeah.
them in this one. They emphasize more, so it seems.
yeah, I think same thing I thought about the first one. It looks really cool, breathtaking actually. But I played a little bit of the first one, like the introduction to the world. I played that part. I thought it was cool, but it's nothing that really gripped me into the world that made me want to buy the first one or even the second one. So I mean, it just looks cool to me. But like for the PS5 as a launch title, that's gonna do very well for the game. It's gonna get a lot of people to buy it. And I might buy it if it's a launch title because there probably ain't gonna be shit else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What else is gonna be to buy at that point?
Yo, speaking of that, what was the launch title for the PS3? Wasn't it like some? It was Knack and some other shit.
For the PS4, you mean?
You mean for the PS4?
PS4, yeah.
That was Knack, Killzone
think
Shadowfall.
Battlefield 4.
Yeah,
No, it was some fighter jet game, wasn't it?
Resogun.
Assassin's Creed.
Resogun, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to play that shit so bad.
Resogun was pretty good, but it is exactly what it is. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you see it, you know what it is.
You know what's bad though? When the PS4 first came out, people were saying that Resogun was the best game on the platform.
Oh.
That was
It'd be like that, man. Obviously, ain't got no content.
Motherfuckers were lacking. They didn't play Playroom.
Well, you don't bring no content. So
Oh yeah, they wasn't fucking on live.
Oh my god, I forgot about
Yeah,
that
we was
shit.
fucking in the playroom.
Oh my
shout out
god.
to that. That's just
Yeah, that
hilarious.
shit was legendary, bro.
Get this shit.
I remember that shit, bro. I told y'all. I remember I had to tell y'all real quick. Like, what the fuck?
That's just funny, man.
That nigga Khalif, shout out to Khalif Supreme.
Shout out to Khalif.
He
Got
got
the
a
screenshot.
Yeah,
Oh
fucking
my
in there.
Of course he would.
You found the sauce.
Yeah, we had the juice,
I
man.
think I got in trouble. I almost got in trouble that day too, bro. They fucking. My mom was coming down. I caught that shit on play.
Well, Ma, it's not what you think. They playing a game.
Harrison, what the hell you doing?
Howie.
Howie. What do you guys think of the other shits though? Like that Ghostwire game? I remember when they announced it at E3 last year, the year before. I think it's by the same people that make the not Resident Evil games for Bethesda.
Not Resident Evil.
Not Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Ghostwire. Oh, was that? Oh,
That's
that
the game
Shuhei-
Ghostwire,
he goes to
Yoshida.
Tokyo.
Yeah, yeah,
Ghostwire. That shit looked bad.
It looked bad. I thought it looked good.
I think
Hey,
it's
that
cool.
still look bad.
I watched
Hey,
it and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? This guy's karate
fact,
chopping
that-
people.
That's what I was saying.
I think it looked
like,
cool.
But you see them jutsus though he was doing?
Yeah, okay. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
It didn't look like
Hand signs
jutsu
and
though. It
shit.
looked like he was legit karate chopping people in the stomach.
That's
Using
the
the
It was
thing.
hand
a
signs and
trailer
shit.
of just attacking the entire time.
Yeah,
Just attacking.
that's. I feel like that's the thing with a lot of these Japanese games. They care more about the aesthetic of their game and like shit looking cool than their game making sense. They would much
Cool,
rather
man.
it look cool than make sense.
Like
And I
that
know
one
the game
commercial
looked
with the
really,
bike.
really
Yeah, I
fucking
didn't know
cool.
what I was looking at in that trailer.
Yeah.
To me, it
that
doesn't
one
matter.
commercial.
But
looked
it was
cool.
visually appealing though. It was visually appealing.
I don't care what.
Definitely.
I don't care what you say. As if the game
Yeah, they do
doesn't
something.
animate, if the Japanese game doesn't have them going up and down the stairs as in like a legit animation, I'm not fucking with it.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What?
Why up and down the stairs? What does that have to do with anything?
You know what I'm talking about?
Them
No.
going up and
No,
down
he
these
don't.
Do
stairs.
you know what this young man is talking
I
about?
thought you said-
Them Japanese RPGs, like most of the time, if they're going upstairs, they're just running, but there's no actual animation when they're going upstairs.
This man,
Yeah.
Howie threw that life raft. He did not catch it. He did not catch it. At
Man.
all.
Yo, how? Yo, listen. I didn't even know you did that, bro.
He's being an asshole because me and him talked about
I
it
don't know what
before.
the fuck you're talking about. Howie.
Howie, when did you start doing Pilates, bro? You were stretching right now.
Come on, bro.
You were stretchy, bro.
I'm mad right now because DTV, I say DTV's flogging on me. Like,
I'm what?
Bro, he's drawing a blank. He don't know what the fuck you talking about.
What?
you sure you guys ain't never seen that? It's like in any like Japanese like RPG, like when there's no like animation when they're going up the stairs or walking up and
Yeah, I
down.
know
the
what
stairs.
you're
Yeah.
talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck?
What does that have to do with what we were saying?
Because man, never mind, bro.
This is what we're talking about, Howie.
Just explain the point.
Mondo had said something about what did you just say, Mondo?
Yeah.
All right. You just gonna keep saying
Howie, go
Mondo.
watch
You
Resident Evil 7 again.
You're really off something today, bro.
But no,
bro.
like I don't think the game. I'm not talking about like the look of the game graphically. Like I just think, like I didn't know what I was looking at. It just random cuts to
It's just
A guy
colors,
flying.
and action and shit.
Like-
That's it.
slapping someone's stomach and just people without faces.
Niggas doing kung fu and shit.
Like they
Yeah,
they didn't
I-
give any context to anything.
Yeah, I'd like to see some gameplay to where it's like, all right, the start of a mission, what's going on, some sort of narrative going on with it.
Yeah, like
But-
who am I playing as?
I am happy that they showed off gameplay though, because a lot of these
Yeah.
games didn't
Yeah, they
even show
showed something, yeah.
So I'm
A
happy
lot of
that they
times they'll
showed
miss
the
that.
game. look like. They showed a lot of that fire shit though. A lot of that firepower in that game. One game
Whatever it is.
that I am super interested in because it looks really fucking cool.
GTA 5.
No, it's not fucking GTA 5. It was that game that looks like Dishonored. What the fuck is it called?
Deathloop.
Oh, you're talking about
Deathloop.
Deathloop.
Yes.
Deathloop. I told you like
That-
4 times.
That looks so fucking interesting to me because it's a multiplayer game, right? And it's sort of like PvE and PvP put together. Is like one person's mission is to kill these AI targets, right? And the other person's mission is to kill that other person. And then it just, I guess, so they can work it into the storyline, people playing over and over. It loops back to the beginning again. So like if you get killed, if you're playing as the guy, then you have another chance, or that guy has another chance. But I want to see how that works in an actual match. I'm really interested into that, and I'm really excited to see. I'm always excited to see new multiplayer competitive experiences, because we've all seen, the ones we've all seen already is just, I shoot you, you shoot me, or I fight you, you fight me.
He's calling me first, but I saw him.
Yeah, yeah, I was around.
How wasn't that a headshot?
Yeah, we've seen all those multiplayer experiences already, but that's why this is so fucking interesting to me, and I hope there's a beta for it or whatever. I'll sign up, whatever. Like, I'm really excited to play that shit. I want to see how that works.
Yeah, it's nice to see them doing something different too. Cause the Dishonored people, Arcane or whatever, I like them.
Yeah, the Sonic games, they were different in themselves. It was really cool.
Yeah,
and I also like the aesthetic. Like, Dishonored is a very different looking game, and this I forgot the name of it again. Wow.
Deathloop.
Deathloop.
I don't think you're gonna be getting this game.
I know. Okay, I really like the way it looks, but I don't know why Deathloop is such a hard name for me to remember.
So memorable, huh?
But Deathloop. What the fuck was I forgot what the fuck I was saying about it now.
You saying it looks good?
The art style of it looks like this 70s future. Like, if the future happened in the 70s, that's what it would look like. And I'm also very interested in that aesthetic.
Yeah. It kind of, the colors at least, I don't know if you'll understand what I'm getting at, but it reminds me of kind of an old James Bond spy movie. So, some of the colors in it.
Oh yeah,
vibrancy of it.
Like, watching it, I'm watching it right now. It makes me want to play Agent.
That game that's never coming out.
That game that is never gonna come out. Show that PS3 conference and then never heard about it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, I'm not who was watching it. A lot of people saying like it looks like BioShock, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
The colors of.
Yo, I love a new BioShock.
I don't think it's happening.
That last one, that was like a kind of.
No, they said they're working on one.
Really?
Is it gonna be like?
Say that.
I don't know. They've said it not too long ago.
Is it gonna continue when
All we know is that they're working on one.
Okay.
That's like we don't know anything else.
Anything? Yeah, I got you.
But what we do know, finally, is what this PS5 is gonna look like.
The router.
Yes,
That
bro.
rotor.
We've seen, Twitter works so fucking fast. It's been like
For real.
2
have the
hours,
memes
less than
ready.
2 hours. Yes, they got the memes ready, bro. They got this shit, a router between 2 envelopes. They got a PS2 wrapped in a binder. Like,
I already got mine.
They got just a binder.
Yeah.
They had Seto Kaiba.
Hey, it still looks better than the Xbox Series X though.
They got
Zoro.
that to
System
do.
itself.
Oh, you don't like the Xbox?
I like a trash can.
Oh, the Xbox looks just whatever. It just looks like I don't
Just
know,
a
mini
box.
fridge or something.
Yeah.
Like it's a box. So I guess points to PlayStation for looking futuristic. I guess I don't know.
I really like the Xbox look. I like how it. Yes, it's just a simple box, but it's staying. Like I like how it's a vertical box.
I can put my table on it.
You
I
can
feel like
fit
that's
it
something
in.
I sit on by mistake thinking it's the seat.
Where are you
gonna
putting your
sit on
shit?
that? Yeah, You
Some
can
shit
put-
that's just laying there on the floor. Oh shit, trip over it real quick. That motherfucker is big, like a PC.
Yeah, that's a tower. But no, the PlayStation 5 looks cool. I like that it's.
I like the
different.
white color. The white
Yeah.
color too. I think that's very cool.
It's very different. PlayStation, they've usually gone with your regular box.
Right.
I wonder if this one can. You probably can. I don't see why not. But can you?
Yeah, you can put it on
Can
the
you?
side.
Can you? 'Cause I'm looking at it here. It looks like like
So
the
be
side that
crazy.
you would think would be down doesn't look like it's flat because of the disk drive.
Speaking about that, do you guys feel like you're gonna be getting the digital version of it, of the PS5?
No,
Uh,
I'm getting the one with the disc.
I think it's possible I might get the full version. It just depends on where I'm at because, you know, if I really feel like am I going to be getting disc versions of games still, I don't really do it that much now. But I mean, it just depends. It's either or, and price is going to factor into that a lot too. So we're gonna see if
Yeah.
there's different prices based off of disc drive or not.
I was curious I wonder how much more or less expensive the 4K Blu-ray disc drive will make the system.
Maybe $100, maybe $50.
Because I'm thinking like if the version of it without the disc drive is $500 and the version of it with the disc drive is $600, a lot of people are gonna be going discless.
Facts.
I'm afraid of that. I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. I was thinking maybe, because what I think realistic is like, all right, a $500 model with the disc drive. Without the disc drive, it's like $400 or $450. That's what I think will
I
be
think
realistic.
$450 sounds reasonable.
Yeah. So I think that'll be realistic. But I remember Roystar, he was saying like, oh, well, they could do like, okay, the one without the disc drive, they're both models are 500, but the one without the disc drive has more like space on the hard drive or whatever.
Another
I think that's a
500 gigs
possibility
or
too.
something.
Exactly. I think that's possible, and that would be compelling too. Honestly, having all that extra space.
Yeah.
So it depends, man. I don't know. Which makes me question: does Xbox? I think Xbox is going to be releasing different models. I think.
Yeah. That we've known that. We just don't know how or what.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be very interested to see what they're gonna show, because like I know a lot of people were thinking that okay, before we saw what the specs are, when people were going over, oh, Sony's panicking, oh, look at the power of an Xbox. People were thinking that you're gonna have like a PS5 Pro type situation going on. And looking at the end of this conference, it looks like okay, the situation is digital and then a version, right? So I'm not sure if the Xbox situation is going to be the same, or if they're going to be a thing where one is going to be less powerful, and with this and that. So there's a lot of things in the realm of possibility right now.
They're already the Xbox. There's already a discless version of the Xbox One right now.
Yeah, there is.
I did not know that. Well,
I didn't know
probably
that.
continue that then.
Yeah, like I think it's almost guaranteed that they're gonna do that again. It makes sense to.
Yeah, they've already done it before. I wonder how that sold their discless version.
I don't know. I think it was pretty. I think they released it like last year or something. Like it was pretty recent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was with their slim. When their slim models came out, there was a discless slim version. I don't know how much more cheaper it was compared to the regular disc version of it. But
I don't know.
this black and white though on the PS5, I think is super sleek. It's super sexy. It got this blue light coming out of it. One thing I want with the light, to be honest, on the PlayStation is I want to be able to manually change the color of the light. Like, why?
That would be cool.
I want us to be able to customize that.
I wonder if it'll. It's probably going to do the same shit the PS5 or PS4 does right now. Like when you put in a rest mode, it'll go orange. But I think it'd be pretty cool, at least for an option, if it could change colors like the controller.
Yes. The controller actually has RGB lighting in it. You can make the color whatever the fuck you want in the controller.
Like imagine if you're getting chased by the cops in GTA 5 again, and then your whole system fucking flashing. So if you're playing in a dark room, your whole room's on fire.
Heck yeah.
Your whole room's on fire. That would actually be sick, bro. The one thing I also want to see is with this SSD they're talking about, right? I wonder if there's gonna be multiple versions of the console that have different storage options.
I hope so.
Yeah, so there'll be like cheaper and more expensive versions. Not only and you choose to save money by taking out the disc, but maybe you can also choose to save money by having, less storage.
Oh well.
That I know. I don't.
You know what? Actually, I don't think that's gonna happen. Actually, I didn't know where you're going with it. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
So you don't think
I
that,
think
or
they're
maybe
just-
more storage?
I think they're gonna.
More
Well, I
would
think
make
later down the
sense.
line, possibly, yeah, they'll come out one with more storage. But I think they're probably just get like, hey, because I think they said, I didn't Mark saying his thing. Oh, we'll put out a list of compatible SSDs with more space that you can buy. I think they're probably just say, hey, yeah, here's the list of stuff you can buy that'll work with the PS5.
Go buy it yourself.
Yeah, put it
Trying
in.
to
Yeah.
get
I'm
trying to
hoping,
extract the
yeah.
coin from my pocket.
As long as the SSD will still perform the way it's supposed to, then hey, I'm not gonna wait till the end of the generation to upgrade like I did with this one.
Well, you're not gonna do that again.
Call it.
One
Stop
thing
you
I'm
from playing anything else.
200. Yo, yeah, American devs need to learn to compress your games, but it's getting out of hand now.
Seriously.
Yeah, bro.
But no, another one I have for the console is I am a content creator. I stream the games. I edit videos and stuff like that. I wonder how easy this console will be to record games off of. If you'll have to do what you did with the PS4, which you have to turn off the HDCP in order to record off a capture card, or if you'll just be able to record off of it, off rip, you just plug in the HDMI and that's it. Like you can with the Xbox and the Switch.
I think they're leaning more into that because the controller has a different fucking the share button's not called share, it's called something else. But I think they
Create
mentioned
button
create,
Yeah.
and they mentioned somewhere else that they're gonna be going a little deeper into the whole creating videos and everything. So I would assume that would mean they're gonna try to make it easier to record shit too.
You would think that, but I feel like that create button being there, I feel like they would make it harder, because they want you to use the stuff that's built into the PS5 rather than using something external, which would
True.
very much suck for everybody who already has all this hardware.
Right, probably.
I want them to just make it as easy as the Xbox and Switch, bro. It felt so good that when I plugged my Elgato into my Switch, it just worked. That's it. It just fucking worked.
No issue.
No
That's
issue.
all that.
Yeah, and there's no excuse because you can download Netflix on the Switch, you can have YouTube on the Switch, and that's why they had it on the PS4 was to protect people from streaming like movies or recording movies and stuff on the PS4. Where on the Xbox is the same thing. You can even watch movies on the Xbox, and you can still just plug your Xbox in and record shit on it. So if they can do that and figure out how to still be okay with these companies, I'm sure Sony can do the same thing.
The Nintendo knows how to make product, but they be trying to think that it should be a lot expensive.
They
And,
never lower their price on anything.
Yeah. And fucking PlayStation, they care what they should. Like you said, they're gonna have extra shit you can buy. They want to just include that, like in different versions.
You want this? Thanks, $20.
Yeah, it's like, bro, make it, bro, I'm gonna buy the whole thing.
And just throw shit out there.
What about y'all? Like, what are y'all wants or needs for the PS5?
I don't know how many gigs it's gonna have on the launch, because
Well,
500 ain't
that.
enough, or 400 ain't enough. 800?
Yeah.
825, I think.
That's all right. I think I don't know that they're gonna know how to compress the games, so they're gonna fit
You
that.
see, because what they were saying, I remember in the boy Cerny when he was over here whispering in that conference and stuff. He was saying that
Oh, boy.
so he estimates that that's about how much you would need to comfortably have enough storage and the SSD and stuff like that. I guess, assuming you will be re-downloading stuff and all
For
that.
how long?
You need to very fast. I don't know for how long.
He said what number?
You know,
He said 825 is enough to be comfortable.
It's not. It's
comfortable.
not enough.
That's what
Nowhere
he's
enough.
saying.
That's what
I
I
don't
wanna
think
know.
it's enough. Yeah, I don't think it's enough.
Is
But
he?
this is what he's saying.
Because then they're gonna make a better version that's gonna be like a terabyte or 2 terabytes or some shit.
Surely.
If you have 800 free, right? So let's say
Yeah.
there's
Probably 100 is gonna be software.
no. But I'm saying let's say it's actually a terabyte, but you have 802 left after all the stuff that needs to be on there is on there. 200 of that, if you play Call of Duty, is going to Call of Duty.
Yep.
If you wanted to play Battlefront, which is a game they made free,
115.
that's 100. So that's 300 already gone on 2 games.
Yeah.
So 2 games.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, 800 is nowhere near enough.
1 terabyte is barely enough.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think it is anymore. Like, if you need to have at least like 2 terabytes now if you want to deal with all these. Like Sony, all of these developers, like not developers, all of these
stage stuff.
Yeah, Sony, Microsoft, and well, not even Nintendo, because Nintendo, they do a really good job. All of those games are really compressed really well on the Switch, but they have to be, you know.
Yeah.
But Microsoft and Sony need to talk to these developers and tell them, hey man, like, we can only make these hard drives so large. Like, y'all need to step it up, bro. This compression shit needs to
compress your blood.
Yeah, need to do this shit, bro.
Seriously.
I'm tired of only listening to my friends say that they can only download 3 games at a time, or they can have
Modern Warfare screwed me over so bad. Modern Warfare almost made it where I couldn't even play my game system no more because of how much space it took up. When Battlefront came out, I couldn't download it. I couldn't download Battlefront when it came out. I couldn't download. I had to delete like almost everything. And then other games I played, like, it was ridiculous, man. Too much space taken up.
Way too fucking much, bro.
Yeah.
And even with Gears, I remember Gears.
I've been re-downloading Red Dead 2 for 3 months.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, Red Dead's like 95 gigs.
Every Rockstar
2
game.
discs. Man,
fucking
crazy.
Huge, bro, for no reason.
I'm gonna fucking compress this shit.
Need to work on that shit. What about you, DTV? My fault. Quit. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, one thing in terms of like what I would like to see on there. I am optimistic that they could show more with backwards compatibility, because even once again going back to that Cerny conference, there's 2 things. When they were showing like backwards compatibility with like the PS1 and PS4 Pro, in that little emblem there was like space for more emblems in there. So it's just barely nothing to go on, but I do think you could hold hope for maybe it could even go as far as PS3 and stuff like that. I'm hoping. I don't know about PS2 and all that, but I'm just have some hope for that, because I think that backwards compatibility stuff, I think that's a very worthwhile thing to have. And I do think that helps out Microsoft a shit ton, like seriously, because, for example, I tried to go back and turn on my PS3, right? And generally speaking, when I go back and play my PS3, I need to use my PS4 controller, okay? And the thing that sucks about that is that certain games on PS3 are not compatible with the PS4 controller when you try to use it on there, like Fallout New Vegas and stuff, okay? And the only way to play some of these games and use the PS4 controller is to get PS Now. So what I did a while ago was I bought some PS3 controller off eBay, okay? And lo and behold, it was like $10, but lo and behold, and I got my refund for it, and here's why. Because when I got the controller back,
lo and behold,
right, and lo and behold, guess what? PS3 controllers that you get on eBay, even Amazon, even at some of these stores, like Walmart, are all fake controllers. They're not actually authentic PS3 controllers. Fake being that there'll be dead zones, much bigger dead zones than an analog stick. So I'm over here trying to play GTA 4, and I'm like, bro, why can't I aim? I'm not this trash at this game, right? Then come to find out, I'm doing tests with controllers, right? My authentic PS3 controller, where there's a lot of drift in the controller and it sticks in the analog stick, I can aim better, and it picks up much earlier when you barely move the analog stick. Whereas with this controller I got off of eBay, like, man, you gotta almost move it all the way to the right before it even starts rotating your character. And then even with the, you know how the buttons are supposed to be analog buttons, like you can kind of like you can press it in variably, so the less you press it in, you'll go slower and stuff like that. This fake PS3 controller, no, it's just a button, it's not even analog. Like you gotta press all the way down, you can't control that. So once I got that, I was like, well, like, I got my refund back because it wasn't authentic, and I just smashed the controller and threw it out. But stuff like this, right? You don't have this, because I mean, it was, you can't even use it. right? And stuff like this, you wouldn't have this problem with Xbox and stuff like that because their stuff is backwards compatible. Even the 360, I think you could just put the disc in and play. You don't have this issue, but PS3, that's a barrier. Right now, if I don't want to get PS Now, which I gotta have a good internet connection for, and even then, you can have a great internet connection, and it's not even all that great. It's gonna be hard to play these PS3 and older games unless they're remastered. Yeah, so it's like, man, like that backwards compatibility, I do think Sony needs to understand how important it is, because I do think that's a big major thing. Especially, we were talking about this drought that it looks like it's not going to be too many launch games. Xbox will automatically have way more games for people to play because it's backwards compatible, you know, like this GTA 5 and stuff like that. Okay, that's cool. Xbox going to have that and then some. Older Halos, you know.
I'd
let
like
somebody else say whatever they want to say.
As far as the controller is concerned, I like a plug-in controller. Because
A what?
plug-in controller. Because I be playing on PC sometimes with some games. Yeah, wired controller. Yeah. I said it wrong. Like some games run better with controller than they do with keyboard and mouse. Because I play on PC a lot.
You know you can just plug in the controller.
Yeah, but then it's not like a true plug-in controller. Like the cord still comes out. It's not the same.
The PS4 cord comes out. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's not the same.
There's an option on the PS4 to change your controller to USB only mode.
Yeah, but why don't you just make a controller with USB?
You could.
I'm pretty sure
charge
people,
extra.
I'm pretty sure people will buy it. Like I'd buy it. Like I have like the Xbox controller. I have one. I plug it. The bumpers suck. The Xbox controller.
You can get canceled.
The wired controllers are usually cheaper. Like I have a wired Switch controller, and it was a lot cheaper. It's an official Nintendo controller as well, and it was a lot cheaper than a wireless Pro controller. So
yeah, bro.
If they release one, then I could see it them actually, getting people who want to save money on controllers.
I'd definitely buy it because I like much as I don't like wireless is cool for convenience, but I just like plugging.
Yeah,
play on PC and PS4.
If I'm playing something competitive, I want a wired controller. But if I'm playing something casual, like you said, like God of War or something like that, then yeah, I'll just play it wirelessly.
Where you want to sit back and just be like, this should download.
Yeah.
This should, rock.
Like Red Dead or something like that. Yeah, then wireless.
But like you play fighting games, bro. We need that shit wired.
That's what I said. For competitive games, I would want a wired controller, and for casual games, I would want a wireless controller.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Anybody else?
Yeah. What about you, Howie? What are your wants or needs for the PS5?
To be honest, I feel like this is a need. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but we need more crossplay features, for the PlayStation 5 itself.
You said crossplay?
Yeah.
Crossplay features.
Like, what are like crossplay features? Like, you play with other systems and stuff?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to play games with people. Well, just in general.
I'd say with Xbox.
Let more games be crossplay, and then let more features on the PlayStation 5 support those games. Like, if I want like an MK, for instance, how a lot of people want MK because it's crossplay now. A lot of people want you want to fight somebody online. That's good that it plays the game, but they play on another console. It's kind of weird to do that because you got to go through all this other shit, like make a room and all that, like in the game. But why not just have it like? That's what I'm saying. For PS5, they can make it easier. Like you can add people that clearly says, "Oh, this person is playing on Xbox or whatever,"
Oh, you talking about integrated with the actual system, like a crossplay. So, like for most of these crossplay games, you have to make. Like, for example, Call of Duty, you have to make an Activision account, and then the person will add your Activision account, and that's how you crossplay. Or Fortnite, you make an Epic account, and you crossplay there.
Yeah, something like that.
So, but you just want it to be built into the actual PlayStation's infrastructure of just like, okay, this person is on Xbox, you just add this Xbox person to your PlayStation friends list, and you can play with them.
Yeah, but like you could do something with even then, like I don't know if that's most likely not possible, like the way I'm making it sound, but that'd be cool.
Yeah, they would. I feel
that would be cool.
It would be cool, but I feel like it would have to keep going the way it is right now. I don't think PlayStation will want to do that, like, because that's kind of free advertisement for Xbox. Like the Xbox logo would be on your friends list. you know, or something
Yeah.
that would let you.
I believe to do crossplay with Minecraft, you have to sign in on Xbox on your PlayStation or Switch.
Yeah, you do.
That's
I've had
fucking
it.
weird as shit.
It's off. Like it was so weird. I was playing on my Xbox account on my PlayStation when I was playing Minecraft.
Yeah, they can do shit like that. Like just for to an extent, you know, like make it so you can play more games with other people who have that same game on the consoles or PC, you know, like. I think just make PC more like
More open.
make crossplay more. What's the word I'm using?
Accessible?
Accessible?
Yeah, accessible. Like yeah.
As long as it's an option, because sometimes I don't want to play with these cheating ass players, man. Using aimbots and all that shit
Yeah.
on Warzone.
I understand.
For real, I'll be having to turn it off sometimes. They be cheating.
Yeah. You've had to report anybody lately, Quiddo?
Oh man, bro, because on Modern Warfare, man, dog, on Warzone, I'll be like, dog, ain't no way you know I was behind you. There was no way you look at the kill cam like, bro, this is unnatural. This is unnatural the way this guy's like, oh, turn around, new pinpoint. All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Some people be cheating on PC, bro. Not everybody, obviously, not even most people, but like, as long as you can make it optional, cool. Because I don't want to be forced. And plus, PC players, best PC players got like godlike aim. It's gonna be hard to beat with that. So,
yes,
like,
we do.
I want to play with motherfuckers that is on the same level sometimes too. These PC players turn around and like when y'all show me those, yeah, because I remember y'all was showing me those compilations on that Overwatch and just turn around darting people and stuff. Where I'm like, man, that's too much.
Valorant.
Yeah, too fast.
Beam niggas in the head.
Valorant.
Insta beams.
Yeah, it needs to be an option.
So, what about you, DTV? What are your needs or wants?
I want full-on integrated Discord support.
Yes.
That would be great. That would be great.
Yes, that would be fantastic.
Like I'd love for Sony and Discord to strike some partnership up where if you wanted to use voice chat on the PlayStation, you had to use Discord. I know they won't do that. That's just like a fucking that's a dream of mine. No, but to me, just make that the voice chat. Because to me, Discord, you look at it, all right, you can put in pictures, no problem. You can put in videos, you can put in anything, no problem. PlayStation chat, you can't. You can't do shit.
Yeah, because they watching.
Yeah, how many times y'all got reported on PS4?
Yeah, bro, they fucking.
Because you're a fucking swine, Howie. That's why.
I didn't report nobody. I got reported myself.
Harrison Wells.
Damn.
I remember.
But
I made that alive.
I love. Wow, I love for that. I just want like a proper Discord app.
Doesn't Xbox have one? But I heard it's like not good.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They have one. I don't know what it's like though, but they do have Discord where you can join voice chats and shit.
What, on Xbox?
Yeah, they definitely need that on PlayStation because it will make life so much easier. Like a lot of people who are on console who don't have a PC, they just use Discord from their phones, and I can understand that could be kind of inconvenient.
I'm
for
on
them.
Discord on my phone right now.
Yeah, exactly. And like if it was on PlayStation, you wouldn't have to have your phone and your PlayStation on.
Right.
You wouldn't have to have like two headsets. I know some people they have like earbuds and then they have their PlayStation headphones on over that, right? If they want to play the game and be on Discord at the same time. I've had to do that.
I've had to do that too. Yeah.
But if it was on the PlayStation, then instead of joining a PlayStation party, you just join a Discord party, and that's fucking it.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to add that I wanted them to, if they could do, was make it to where you could have a lot of things suspended PS5. Like, let's say you on one game, suspend that. Like, let's say you're playing GTA 5 or whatever, you suspend that. Then you're playing Ratchet and Clank next, whatever the name of that game is, suspend that. And you could have like multiple things kind of floating in the background that you're not playing, and then do other things. So spend this and then, you know what I'm saying? Just have overall more seamlessness. And
I get that
and all that. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd make games run like shit.
That'd take a lot.
It would.
If
Your
possible,
PlayStation will get up and walk out on you.
Yeah,
like you can do that on your PC, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Make it hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kassan knows that firsthand. Chrome and then another
Well,
tab of Chrome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yo, that shit.
Yeah, because there be times when Kassan had 2
surprised
games
Kassan-
running and he didn't even realize it. And he
I
was
did
like,
it by accident.
2 games.
I did it by
yeah.
accident. I did it by accident.
Motherboard
One time.
is
One time.
Because Quajo, when it's suspended in the background, the game is still running. You just can't see it, but the game is still fully running in the background.
Right. I know. I think it'll just be cool to have that.
What the fuck?
Just have a lot of things suspended, if at all possible. If not, hey, it is what it is. I can just reopen it back up. Now
One thing,
Wrong with-
I feel like the last thing I want from it is just a smoother XMB. You know,
Yeah.
the main home menu. I want
There,
yeah.
it to be
there was a
faster.
thing I saw a thing a couple days ago. Apparently Sony patented and something to be similar to their XMB that is now something like that.
Yeah, 'cause I sort of don't like this 2-layer system they have now, like the top and bottom thing. I just want it to be a straight line like it was on PS3, just like to get to everything.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
That shit was a lot faster. If you wanted something, you just hold one button, get straight to it, go down or up, and you know exactly where it
Right.
is.
It's like a very model like hotkey, but like right, like hotbar, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it was very fast, and I just want the PS5 menu to be like that.
shit look like.
Yeah,
Right
I
now.
like the PS3. If you wanted games, you went to the games tab.
Yeah, that was
Social, it makes sense.
everything was organized for you instead of them having to add folders for you to put shit in. Like, no, just organize it for me.
Yeah.
Do your console.
It's
do the
like-
work for me.
It's like, oh, I haven't played this game in a while. All right, let me open up a fucking program, which is the library shit, to go find it.
Yeah. Or the folders that you have to store it in. You have to open the
Yeah,
folders.
that you would then have to manually set after you download.
Yeah.
Fuck them PlayStation bitches. I'm getting an Xbox.
I'm getting an Xbox. Oh shit. Was there anything anybody else wanted to add?
No.
Ready, wait.
I wonder if it's gonna have, like, will it allow DualShock 4 controller use?
I feel like it would, but in certain games it would probably behoove you to use the PS5 controller over the PS4 controller. The only reason I think that it will have PS4 controller support is because it is gonna be backwards compatible with the PS4.
Yeah.
So
I'm just thinking, like, I don't know what can the PS5 to control, like the DualSense. What can that controller do that the DualShock can't?
well, they were
Besides
talking,
the haptic feedback, which is just all that is vibration. That's all that is.
and
If
they
that's
said-
the only thing, you can turn that off. I guarantee you there'll be an option to turn off vibration, which will turn off haptic feedback.
They said haptic feedback, adaptive triggers. I don't know what that means, but they said adaptive triggers. They do have that create button, and I don't know if the touchpad is gonna function any differently. As well as it has
Yeah.
a microphone built into the controller.
The create button is the share button. It's just a new name.
There's a new name.
All right, so I'd like to thank everybody for watching. That has been this episode of the podcast. To be honest, I don't really remember the number.
Like
13.
11.
I think
Don't
13.
quote me on it.
Wasn't
I can,
no the
I can't.
episode we did with Roy was 13, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is 14. This is
Damn.
episode
See, yeah,
14.
don't quote me on it.
This is episode 14 of the podcast. Thank everybody for watching. We'd like to thank Quajo for showing up, tuning in.
Yeah.
Let's thank the man Opon himself.
Yes, please read the
here.
book of Opon, the good book.
The book of
Thank you for
Opon.
having me on. Thank you,
No problem.
my people.
So yeah, you guys take care, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
I guys want to next week. See you.
Bye.
Hey, yo, fuck that Howie guy though.